why, I gotta figure out why it's doing that though. Because I don't want it to. There we go. Better. Okay. Hey everybody. Sorry. It's been a minute since I used my Mevo. And trying to get it to do all the things. Don't look, you're going to get kind of sick. Oh, that's not good. Alright, we'll just put it like that. Alright. Thank you everybody joining me. Hey, Sarah. Sorry guys. Let me... Welcome, welcome. I'm starting just a little early so I can make sure we got all of our technical difficulties out of the way. I'm going to try and watch comments too. So what we're going to work on today is this awesome new hanger that Lori came out with. So it says, hey y'all, and it has the cow print here, and then you have the cute little cow, skull, face, however you want to describe that, and then it says, hey y'all. And these are all individually cut. And all I've done so far is just section out what I'm going to do. So I'll walk you guys through everything. So let's wait a couple minutes and then we'll get started. I'm just going to start prepping a little bit of stuff. Let me send out a little notice. Okay, all right. Hey, welcome guys. All right, there's the text message going out to everybody. All right, so let me go over just some of the supplies that I purchased for this project, and then I'll tell you guys how I'm going to get started, and we'll get started on everything. So, for one of the things that I purchased was some Velcro strips. You can buy these. There's so many different ways that you could do this, but my Walmart is out of pretty much a lot of stuff. So it was this or like a really long piece of Velcro, which I didn't really need. But if you're going to be making these more often than what I would be doing, I would for sure spend the $2 more and get that bigger piece. I'm actually going to trim these down, and what I'm going to use these for is actually on the back of my cow, because there might be some times where I just want to take out the cow and have a bow instead. So I'm going to put this on here like this, and you won't even notice it, so I can change this out. Because I like the hey y'all, and I like this part too. So these will be glued down. But if, like, for instance, if I didn't want the cow on there and I want to put a bow or something else on there, I can swap it out easily. So you can get super creative with these. Is a big reason why I like them so much, because there's tons of creativity here with these. And you can paint it however you want. Let your mind be creative. I am not a painter, so I like to do simple, easy things, and this is perfect for me because it allows me to still be creative and have a vision, and I love rustic decor. So like farmhouse, anything with horses, cows, that's kind of my thing. So that's why it works really, really good. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and take these off. So this is the cow print, you can see, and I'm probably going to actually use this side here instead of this side, because there's always a side that where the burner, you know, just has just different things. I mean, it's kind of cool because it does have some like the burn marks, which if you're going for a super rusted look, that might look really good. Plus my paint might even cover some of it, but I am going to use this prettier side instead. So I'm just going to set this over here. We'll use that in a bit. And then my letters, I kind of already spaced them how I want. Now, I'm not perfect, so there's a good chance when I go to lay these that they're not going to be exactly where they are now, but that's okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these off as well. And I'm just going to set these off to the side. And you got to be careful because they are wood, they are letters. As thick as they are, they still could break. So just be kind of careful when you're moving things around. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Christy. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for letting me fill in for Lori while she's at her mastermind. I'm going to go ahead and just zoom in on my project here so you guys can see that. All right, I'm going to take the cow off as well. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to do the baby wipe method. This allows it to be more of a stain than a paint. And I just like the way it looks with me going with that rustic look to it. And so here I have my baby wipes. And I'm actually going to do black on the top. Oh, there's Kaden. Let me stay there. Perfect. Okay, so I'm actually going to do black on the top. And then I'm going to do white on the bottom and then brown right here. So it kind of gives it more of the hardwood color that I like. So, oh, why don't you want to stay zoomed in? Hey, Joe. Let's see if that works now. Nope. This hanger is listed in the shop. Let me grab that link for you. Hey, Molly. Thanks for joining me, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with that. So I'm just going to use a paper plate because resourceful. In this project, oh, why are you following my face? All right, let's start with our brown first. I'm just going to put a little bit. A lot goes a long ways here with this. So. I don't know why it won't let me zoom in. That's so weird. All right. New iPads do that. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's every setting is right. It just wants to zoom in on certain things, and I don't like that. So all right, looks like we're stuck with this view unless it starts moving around again. I need you to go play. You can't be on YouTube. Go, please. Go do something. When I get done, we'll go there. All right, so I'm just gonna take my baby wipe. My baby wipe, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of paint on here. And then I'm gonna go kind of with the grain of the wood. So I'm just gonna come up and down right here. And you see how I just wiped that on there? So all I'm doing is just basically wiping that on here. And it creates a gorgeous stain-like, oops, my tape didn't stay down very well. And it creates that gorgeous wood-like stain with the paint without having to actually do stain, which is really nice because it saves you some money. Yep, sorry guys, that's Caden. He was upstairs watching TV, and of course he heard that I was live and wanted to come down and be part of the show. So you can have a lot of fun with this. So that wipey's kind of done. So I'm just gonna discard that one and we'll go in for another one. Thank you. I'm kind of sad he leaves me next year and goes to kindergarten. So I will be a lonesome mom. They will both be in school. And they're talking about doing all day kindergarten, which I'm not sure if that's what our plans will be, but that's what they're talking about. So we'll see what happens. The other really cool thing about doing it the wipey way, it dries so fast and it just soaks right into this wood that Lori uses, and so it makes it super nice for quick projects. So like if you're gonna have a craft show coming up, and I don't know about where you guys are, but in Utah, people really do like these door hangers more than wreaths sometimes. And so this would be a really good seller, like if I went to a craft show. And it's super quick to make. If I wasn't live, I'd probably get it done half an hour maybe. And if I didn't have to run to the store to get all supplies, you know what I mean? If this is stuff you have on hand, super easy to do. All right, so there we have our center one. I'm just gonna let that dry. And I'm gonna take this off here. And it's okay about that little accent because this is gonna be black, so I'm not really worried about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those off. Painter's tape is amazing too. You can also use just like Scotch tape. I have some of that too. I will tell you though, this green painter's tape with the green in it, I don't like this one as much. It has a really hard time sticking to things, and just in general. So that's not one that I would use. Again, I would get the thicker roll. How thick is the round? It's 1/4, so it's birch. So it's 1/4, and they are 18 inches round. All right, let's go in with the black. We're gonna do the same thing with the black. So I'm just gonna pour out just a little bit. So we're just gonna do the top. Again, I'm just gonna dip that in here with the wipe. And we're just gonna do the same thing we just did. So how's everybody's Tuesday going? Can't believe it's already Tuesday. It's insane. Yesterday went by so fast for me. We've been busy over here though. I bought my daughter a horse for an early birthday gift. And plus, because she's doing 4-H. And we were basically like renting a horse. And the daughter decided that she wants to do 4-H this year. And so we couldn't rent the same horse that we were using. And so it was either not participate in 4-H or only do like 2 things in 4-H and have to give up the other. So she couldn't do Western, or so she can't do anything Western, which that's what she really likes to do. So she's having to do English writing, and then so she's learning English right now, and then she's also doing foal. So if any of you that have horses or in the, that's like a baby. So I bought this baby Mustang from a gal, and we've been working with her every afternoon, and we've gotten her so far. I am so excited to take her to practice today and see how she's doing with the 4-H coach, and see if she can do a pattern today, because I've been working really hard with her to get her her pivots, which is where your feet cross. And then I've been working really hard too with like noises, because my kids are loud and 4-H is going to be loud. So I'm trying to get them to, I'm trying to kind of get her desensitized to all that sounds and all those different things. So it'll be pretty cool.
Hey Mom.
Hey, what?
I'm playing a dress this week, which is fun.
Okay.
Can I show them my supplies?
Maybe. Alright, so there's that one. Now right here, I'm just going to take it and kind of just smudge this. So I didn't add any paint to this wipey. I just came through and I'm basically just like kind of distressing it. And it's just taking that paint right there. Hey Kathy, hey Betty. All right. Now if I wanted to, I could really go in with this brush. And I could clean this up a little bit. So let me just show you how that would look. I didn't put very much paint on there, and I'm just taking it with that line, and then now I'm going to pull it. And like I told you guys before, I like minimal painting. I'm not a painter. If I have to do, I'm no Rachel or Tess or any of them. So I just like to kind of do just like fun stuff. I want to make it fun and be like, oh yeah, I made that. Like, you know, and be proud of something I made. Okay. So that's what it looks like. Oh, that lighting's kind of bad. Let me see if I can open up these blinds. It's a gorgeous day here. It's supposed to be like 75 degrees today. Pretty excited because we've had super cold weather. Bree and the babies are doing really, really good. Thanks for asking. Bree is back at work for the time being. Babies are still in the children's hospital. Last I heard, they started feeding, I believe. I'd have to ask her. I can definitely call and ask her though, and I'll let her know that you asked about her. All right, now we're gonna go in with the white here. Now for the white, I do want to tape this off, so let me just come in here. Oh, and then the paint I'm using is just the apple barrel paint. I know that Lori and Tori are using exterior paint that's matte finish. I am just using the Melted Chocolate by Apple Barrel, and then just black gloss from Apple Barrel, and this black or this brown is matted. And then I'm trying this Deco Art. It's actually like acrylic paint, and it's called Snow. I've never tried this brand before, and this is the only white that they had, so that's what I'm trying. All right, let me grab some tape. Right there. All right, So I am just going to tape right above this, and this is so I don't get the white paint on my awesome brown. And then just a reminder, if you guys join Lori's email list, she is sending discount codes out every month now. This month is 10%. You never know what next month could be, or the month after that. But this month's 10%, which is super awesome. So if you guys have items that you're looking for, make sure you guys go check out the shop. She can take care of you guys. And that discount code is in the email. All right, I'm just going to come in with my foam brush here, and I am just going to paint this white. And we're just going to do it fairly quickly. I like these foam brushes for bigger items, bigger spaces, I should say, like this. Quick and easy just to run your brush through it. And most of this area is actually going to be covered up by my cow print. So. And I could do the wiping method with this one too if I really wanted to. And it probably would go by faster. Try it. I do like the wiping method. What's everybody working on this week? Does anybody have any craft shows coming up this weekend or anything along those lines? Never fails. I always get paint all over me. Baby wipes to the rescue. I'm so excited that Lori decided to do a cow one too. I was like, I really want a cow one. And she was like, we can do that. And I was like, really? Perfect. And I was super excited. And then when I went down to go work with everybody in person for a week, 2 weeks ago for the retreat and stuff, she handed it to me to take home, and I was like, oh, sweet. And then when she told me she was going on her mastermind, I was like, hey, I haven't painted this yet because I just haven't had any time. What if I were to do it on a live for you? And that way I can show everybody my idea with how I'm doing mine. And, you know, you can have that done for you. And she's like, yeah, please. So Tori and I worked it out, and we both were like, oh, you go live on Monday, I'll go live on Tuesday, and then you guys are in luck because Rachel's going to be coming live tomorrow afternoon on Hardworking Mom's page here on YouTube. And Rachel is very awesome at painting, and she'll give you guys some really good pointers. Rachel's also a coach in Lori's design group. Rachel does Cricut and paint night, so she does Cricuts on Monday nights, and then and that's live inside the private Facebook group. And then she also does alternating Tuesdays with Cricut training. And because of her training, I went and bought a Cricut to learn it because I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I could make all these things with a Cricut. I haven't had time to actually like dive in and play with a lot of it, but she is a very good teacher. And then you also have Susan in there, and then we have Lisa, who's in there, and she teaches sublimation. And then Lori, of course, is in there, and Lori does a little bit of everything. Sometimes she'll do sublimation, sometimes she'll do wreath making, or like swags, arrangements, saddles, and different things. So it's a good mixture of items. So my black is not as dark as I want it, so I'm just going to come back through here, and I'm going to touch this area up right here with the black. And I'm being so careful not to get it on my white kitchen table. Okay. There we go. Yes, absolutely. She has beginner videos in there too. And she does everything really at a slow pace. And then she starts from, so there's tons of videos in there where she's like started from the beginning. And then she's kind of just built up on that. So I would say that it's definitely like builds you up a foundation. So you start out like, okay, this is the Cricut. This is how you like when you open the boxes and things like that. And then it kind of dives in a little bit further on some areas. So I would definitely say it's beginner friendly. Yes. And then you get all the other designs too, so it's not just Cricut. So you'll get the sublimation, Zoom call, and then and the Cricut is on a Zoom call too, so you can always ask questions to Rachel, and she can answer those for you. Alright, so there's our base. Let me just go ahead and show it to you guys. So we have the black on top, and then the white on our bottoms. So here's the bottom, and then here's the top. Alright, so let's go ahead. And let's see. I wanted to paint the letters black, but I kind of want to see. So, Joe, it depends. So, like, if you just want to learn Cricut, you could go on like YouTube. But if you wanted to learn more than Cricut, then Lori's groups would be perfect for you. Plus, you would get all the other options too with the classes. So you get to see Lori privately, and she does wreaths and so many other things. And then you could also see Susan live in there. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to do that. I love our design group. I was a part of all the groups before Lori hired me as her assistant. So yeah. So this is gonna be black. I think I want to do the letters black too, and then the cow white, and then these spots will be black. So what do you guys think about the letters being black? Should we do black letters? Yes? No? What you thinking? All right. Let's go in and paint these now. So again, if you didn't have brushes, you could do wifeys for this whole project. It would not be difficult to do. Let me grab my apron because this is a nice shirt that I like. Let me grab my apron. Alright. Sorry guys, I don't want to get paint on my shirt. Can't see the letters, so black sounds good. White letters. Black letters. I wish I could zoom in. It just keeps zooming me out. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think on the letters. Black, white, or brown? I don't think brown because I'm going for that rustic look on this. And I think with the brown in the center, it's just going to wash it out. Kathy, I'm so bummed that you and your sister didn't make it to the retreat this year. I was so looking forward to seeing you guys this year, and I was hoping that you guys were going to make it down for that one that Lori just had at the studio. So you think white? White would stand out. You know what's really cool too is on the other side of this, I'm going to be, Lori also sent me over the leopard print. So I can do reverse on the back. And so I'm going to have the leopard print and then no soliciting on the other side. Because I don't know about you guys, but we have so many solicitors all the time. And I just don't want to buy stuff. If I want it, I will go get it. You don't need to come to my door to sell it to me. Plus, my kids always rush to the door and they're like, oh, it's a package. And then they open the door and then I'm stuck talking to somebody. And I'm just too nice to say I'm not interested. All right, white letters. Okay, we'll run with it and see. Good news though is if I don't like it, I can just paint the other side, right? I could even go in and distress these with white too if I wanted to. Well, next one you guys will have to come and join us. We had lots of new first-time members at this one. It was really cool to see all the new faces and meet new people. Again, I like the distress look, so I'm going to come in with my wipey now and just kind of turn this more into a stain versus a paint. Kind of just wash some of this out a little bit. Now, if you're a painter, you could get really fancy and take white on a kind of one of those like bristle brushes. They're kind of not very, like, the brushes are kind of all messed up, and use that. So you can kind of see I have some wood still showing, which is kind of what I wanted on this. And then this is just going to go right down there. So, all right, let's go in with our white. Actually, let's do our black one more time because I have black already out. So let's go in with our black. This part I do want to be a little picky with because I don't want my spots to get all messed up. So, thank you. Oh yeah, Jennifer, and you bring your daughter to the next one too, because I bet you she's a professional now, right? Is she still making bows with you or anything? Thanks, Betty. All right, let's go in with this black here. I can try and zoom this in, but I don't know if it's gonna stay. I don't know why it won't stay. Siri, make a list and ask Lori why my Mevo won't stay zoomed in. This last retreat was so funny. We started making a list of all like TV shows, like binge watch TV shows, and Bridgerton came on the list, and so did Virgin River. Do you guys have any other shows that you guys are like watching right now? I've been watching Heartland. I don't know if anybody else watches that one though. But I've been kind of watching that one. Some of the acting bothers me in that show, but overall the storyline's really cute. The other best thing about this cow is that they've already done the lines for us, right? So she's already etched in those lines, so I don't have to worry about having to like figure out where they're at, right? Oh, she tells you what to do all the time. That's funny. She became like a professional bow maker. Avery wants to come to one, so I gotta talk to Lori about that and see if I can bring Avery to the next one. I think she'd do well. She likes crafting. I think she'd have fun. Hi, Myra! It's good to see you on here. So for those of you guys that don't know, Myra and Kathy are sisters, and we call them the sisters, and they are faithful customers of Lori's, and they're always buying supplies from Lori. I believe both members are, or both ladies are in groups, and they've been to every retreat except for this last one, and it was so weird not to see them there. Did anybody hop on and watch Tori yesterday? She did so good for her first live. I was so impressed. Even with the technical issues in the beginning and stuff, she still did so good. I told her she should do more lives so you guys can get used to seeing her around. Because she's going to be hopefully teaching classes at the new studio. I got to hang out with Lori's dad while I was down there, and Mama Sue, and both are amazing human beings. I am completely jealous of all of those kids that get to call them grandma and grandpa, because they seriously are, oh my gosh. Lori's dad doesn't stop for anything. He was wearing me out. He just goes and goes and goes and goes, and I can't believe that he's going to be almost 90. And he works out every morning and does exercises every morning. He's the sweetest man ever. He reminds me so much of Lori. I kind of see where Lori got her work ethic for sure. It's from him. Hey, Denise. The retreats are so fun. I think everybody should put on their bucket list to go to one. And then now that we have the new location up, they're just going to be that much better because you'll get a lot more time to hang out with everybody and more one-on-one if that's what you're kind of looking for, because we won't have to worry about being out of a room at a certain time or to like remove our stuff and all the things like that. So it kind of leaves a little bit more room for more conversation. And it really was just so much, it just ran so much smoother. Gilda, who did you miss, Tori? It's available for replay, so if anybody missed Tori, she painted a leopard or cheetah print. What do you guys call it, leopard or cheetah? I call it leopard. She printed a leopard print welcome sign yesterday, so it's kind of, well, it's exactly like this one here, but with welcome. It was so cute. And she did a really good job for her first live, because lives can be totally intimidating. I'm used to them because I used to do them on my own business page. And then I used to have a podcast too. So I kind of familiar with it. I haven't used my Mevo in like over a year though. And the app is totally different, so that was interesting. You call it leopard too? Yeah, that's what I call it too. Alright, let me show you guys the cow. So there's the cow. And I just went in with, this one doesn't have a number. This is actually a horrible paintbrush. So if you're going to be doing these, I really would fork out. Walmart has a great set. They're blue, and I don't know the brand of it, but I will find out for you guys and maybe post it later. But this is just Crayola brand, but you can kind of see the brush, what it looks like, and I kind of just took it like as if I was writing with my fingers, and I just traced it and I just drug it and traced alongside like this. And once you get your brushes used, once you get the movement of your brushes, they start to form to how you want to use them, and it makes it easier. So, and they start to, like, this is a stiff brush is how I would describe it. It doesn't have very much flex in it with moving it around. So, and I forgot to grab water. I was gonna go down to my craft room, but my brother is staying with us for a little while till he can find an apartment, because we have like an apartment shortage going on over here. And so my brother's living with us for just a little while, and it was such a mess down there, and I didn't want to mess with his stuff. So that's why we're on the kitchen counter, or kitchen table. Otherwise, I would have went down to the craft room. Gotta pick my battles sometimes. And wipies make a great, easy way to clean up. This is my keyboard mat. But It works, right? All right. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to our white. So let's go ahead and paint our letters. My problem is being too intimidated. Intimidated by, oh, for lives? Oh, don't be intimidated. Sorry, Bree's calling me, y'all. She doesn't know I'm live. Alright, you guys said white letters. Feel that the best thing that I did when I went live for the first time was because I was in Lori's groups, what I did is I told all the cubbies I was going live, and I went live inside her group first to practice, and then that kind of like helped me motivate myself that I knew I could do it, and then I ended up going live on my business page after that. So remember, there's always an option that you could go live inside the group. It's okay, Bree. Hey, Bree, everyone's asking about the twins and stuff. Could you give an update for us? Because I wasn't really sure, other than like what you told me a couple days ago. Good thing that painting the letters is quick, right? Like, look at this. Just take your brush and just wish, the wish noise, swoosh, swoosh noise. So funny, Tori was talking about how sometimes when she lives, she like feels like music needs to be playing, or she wants to like make noises and stuff. I totally understood that too with T. I was like, oh, that's so funny. Did you win?
No.
Oh, keep trying. Kaden got the Justice League game from Dad because Dad's sad because he had to go back to work. So my husband was in the middle of transitioning jobs, and so he's been home with Kaden, and he's been really helping out a lot with taking Kaden to go do things. Because normally it's just Kaden and I during the day, and then I just work from home in between everything, right? And sometimes at night. And so Dad was home to help out with a lot of that stuff. And I think Dad was having a hard time knowing that he's not going to get to hang out with Kaden all day anymore. You ladies are hilarious. There should be a meme for that, like how I afford my craft supplies. Some girls are buying cars and you guys are buying craft supplies with your money. So funny. Alright, let's paint this cow too. Maybe not with that brush. I don't like that. Come in with a bigger one. There we go. Gonna see if I can show it to you guys just a little bit better how I'm doing it. So I'm just taking my brush and I'm just like pushing it to cover those edges. not too worried if I get the white all over. I'm gonna try my best not to, but I'm not too worried if I do. Bree, are you still there? I was wondering if she's gonna tell Kathy about the babies. I'm pretty sure they're doing really good. You know, I'm sure that they have their days, like words. You know, it'd be really cute too. You don't have to even do a white cow. You could do a brown cow. A chocolate milk cow, as my kids say it. That hotel did really, really awesome job too and gave us a really good room rate, especially for that golf. It's not the actual Masters, but it was like the Georgia Masters or something like that, Augusta Masters. And so there was a lot of people staying there for that golf tournament. So it was really cool that they still gave us that really good discount for the retreats. And we got really good feedback about the hotel and how clean it was. And their breakfast, I guess, was huge. When Lori gets the craft calendar up for the studio, you know, you guys could people could always, you know, travel down together and attend one of those nights too. And you know what? Columbia Airport was not difficult whatsoever. I like small airports where it's easy to navigate. I think we had a lot of people that flew too, this last one. Or that drove, I'm sorry, I meant that drove. I think Gilda commuted back and forth between her house and the retreat area. Crafting is a great way to spend the day. I needed this. I don't think Lori realized how much I needed to craft today. And hang out with you awesome people. And we're getting to the fun part, bows. Should we make a bow? And you guys are in luck because yes, we did. So we had Chick-fil-A one day for lunch, which that was so good. Their macaroni and cheese, if nobody's tried Chick-fil-A's macaroni and cheese, you need to. Because it was so good. And then, so we had Chick-fil-A's macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets and chicken strips. And then Panera, one day we did the box lunches for Panera. And shout out to Panera in Lexington because Angie did a fabulous job for me out there. And we will use them again for sure. And then she also brought pastries and stuff for us to snack on for in the mornings. But I think a lot of it because the hotel had such a big breakfast, a lot of people didn't eat that stuff. But me and the staff did because we were kind of hungry. And then let's see, we did Lizard's Thicket in the evening for our last farewell dinner, I probably won't order from them again. Which was, that Lori even said that place was super shocking because it's like a big favorite out there. They ended up sending us a ton of food. Like, I didn't order all that food, but I guess the chef was more worried about us being short on food. So she like added in extras, like a whole tray extra, or a tray and a half extra. And so we had a ton of leftovers, which I'll plan that better. But I'd rather have leftovers than not enough food, or forgetting somebody's, like, you know, diet requirements and stuff. So, and then, so we had, let's see, Panera. And then we did a pizza party, of course. We always do pizza one night because it's just so easy. And that's the night we did the 70s stuff. So, alrighty. There's the cow. Sorry guys, I'm like super concentrating. I'm like, oh, I just want to cover up that. So there's, oops. Oh, there we go. There's the cow. I had to fix that little strip that went kind of cray-cray. There's another one too. You can kind of see on that corner. But it doesn't look bad. All right. Okay, there's that. Okay, we're gonna make a bow. And then after we make the bow, I will glue everything and show you guys how I'm going to place it all. And then I didn't get, Lori has the best glue. It's actually in her shop. It really is the best. We tested out glues while we were there making projects and things. And that glue that she uses, it's also in her shop. It really is the best glue. So if you guys decide to buy one of these door hangers and make one for yourself, make sure you guys pick up that glue. That's in her shop. I'm using crazy glue with a K. It is wood glue, and that's just what I have. Oh, there you guys go. There's a baby update. Jackson, a few ounces over birth weight, and he's on full feeds. So he's getting 19 mLs every day, or every feeding. He's now only on the CPAP machine, and they're stopping all extra assistance. Yay! Go Jackson. I'm a tough little man. You guys, I told them that they have to call me Aunt Kaycee. I told Bree, I said, Bree, they have to call me Aunt Kaycee. And she's like, okay. All right. So this is the best way to get rid of all of your ribbon shorts. So I went through and I just went and found like a bunch of my ribbon shorts. And I also found some greenery that I had too. I have no idea what this is, but it's pretty. So I could throw some of this in there too. That is great news. I'm super excited to hear about that, Brie. Okay. Let me just move this out of the way. Alright. So I have some black. I have some black with like kind of like a plaid print on there. And then I have some polka dot. And then I have some white polka dot. So I kind of stuck with the black and white. I even have this like tan that I think I'm going to throw in there too. And then I also have leopard, but I'm going to do that for another time. Yeah, so this is a good way to do ribbon shorts. If you have some ribbon that you're like, hey, I don't know what to use. Or if you even have like little extra greenery, throw them in a bow. And then I have some solid black. Alrighty. So here's all my ribbon colors. Let me get some scissors because these are too long. Alright. I'm not loving this ribbon very much here. It's just the way it feels. That's what I do too, whatever I think is cute. And I think I have good taste, so I think others might like my taste. That might be kind of mean to say, but. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys one of the ways that you guys could do a bow for this project. And you can just cut your ribbons at whatever length you want. So this is one way that you can do it. So this is one strip right here, and then I'm going to come back through here and do another one, and I'm just going to throw that one down like that. These might actually end up being too long. So this is why I said it's great for ribbon shorts. If you have short ribbon, this would be perfect. So I'm just gonna cross those like that. And then let's come through again with this one. Let's go a little bit shorter on this one. If this bow has a name already, I don't know what it is. I don't keep up with that stuff enough to, I just kind of making it up as I go. Alright, and then let's grab a little bit of black. Okay. So now what I can do is I can just come in here and scrunch this. And then if I had a pipe cleaner, which I forgot, I can take my pipe cleaner. Let me grab some of these greens too. Alright, so I just laid down a 2.5, a 1.5 inch, and I'm kind of just like spacing them out all funky. And then another 2.5, and then a 1.5. But under this 1.5, I'm going to add my green. I got this greenery at Joann's like last year. If you had a hot glue gun, you could probably hot glue it, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, and then I'm just gonna take it and I'm just gonna pinch right here in the center. Make sure I grab all of it. Take my zip tie, come back through my fingers. Avery's almost on full feeds. Her surgery is on track to reconnect her intestines, and she's on the CPAP combo, the lowest setting that they're having her off hopefully by next week. And she's a few ounces over her birth weight. Yay! So the babies are doing good. Still pray, y'all, for her and Zane. Going through so much with all of that. Alright, so this is just my whimsical bow. And then I'm taking these ends right here and I'm just curling it under. Curling. Same thing with this one. And then if I wanted to, I can go in and dovetail all these ends, which I might do that. And I kind of just manipulate it. So see, super easy. Like, it's just kind of one of those easy bows that you can just kind of manipulate. And all I did was lay the fabric down, didn't even need a bow maker, scrunched it all up, put it in a zip tie. And then what I'm going to do now is take my Velcro. I'm going to cut it in half. My cow's kind of dry. This is super sticky already, so then I'll just stick it on the back. Velcro on the back. And then I will stick this one on the actual project itself in a second. And then on my bow, I'm going to do the same thing. And now I could take a little bit of glue here and kind of just run it on the back of that. Holy cow, that glue stinks. Blech. Okay. And then just kind of Velcro it back here. Okay, we're gonna let that sit. I told you guys, easy bows. And we can do a real bow too if you guys want, if we have enough time. All right, let's go ahead and glue this down. This glue comes out really quick. Holy cow, it's really stinky though. This is the crazy wood glue. I got it over in the crafts section at Walmart. I'm probably putting way too much, to be completely honest with you. But I want it to stay, and we have high winds where I live, so I just wanted to make sure it stays. Alright, I'm going to take this now. Place it where I want it, and it was really easy because I painted this white, so I kind of already knew where I wanted it to go. Okay, you guys, with the white. Say it. So it's kind of one of those funny things. Cow can be Velcroed right there. And then if I like, oh, I don't want to do the cow. Oh. Okay, no more. Go sit down, please. Oh, it's freezing? Oh no. That's weird.